4 presidents of the Republic of Indonesia from 20 October 1999 to 24 July 2001. He was born on 4 August in the village of Denanyar, Jombang, as Java. Gus Dur is the eldest son of the 6 children. His father is founder of the Lerk Nahdlatul Ulama organization named KH.Haji Wahid Hasim, while his mother, Hajjah Soleha, is the daughter of the founder of Pesantren and Anyar Jombang, Kiai Haji Bisri Samsuri. From his marriage to Sinta Nuriyah, they are blessed with 4 children, namely Alisa Kodrotum Munawaroh, Januba Arifah Hafsoh, Anita Hayatun Nufus, and Inayah Wulandari. Since childhood, Gus Dur has passion for reading and diligence use his father's private library. Besides that, he is also active in visiting the public library in Jakarta. In his teens, Gus Dur already familiar with various magazines, newspapers, novels, and books. Besides reading, he also enjoys playing chess, ball, and music. Even Gus Dur was even asked to be a football commentator on television. Another hobby that also complements his hobby is watching his favorite cinema. His passion for this has led to a deep application in the work of films. This is why he was dismissed, appointed in 1986 to 1987 as chairman of the jury at the Indonesian Film Festival. During his teenage years, most of them were in Yogyakarta and Tegalrejo. In these 2 places, their knowledge development increased. The next time, Gus Dur lived in Jombang in a heavy pound Islamic boarding school until then continued his study in Egypt. Before leaving for Egypt, his uncle had a proposal to him, a girl, namely Sinta Nuriyah, daughter of Haji Muhammad Sakur. The marriage was carried out while in Egypt after returning from his wandering in search of knowledge. After returning from his wandering seeking Gus Dur knowledge, returned to being a teacher in 1971. He joined the faculty of Usuluddin University, Tebu Ireng, Jombang. 3 years later, he became secretary of the Reboireng Islamic Boarding School, and in the same years, Gus Dur began to become writer. He returned to his talent as a writer and columnist. Through this writing, Gus Dur's idea began to get a lot of attention. In 1974, Gus Dur was asked by his uncle Kiai Haji Yusuf Hasim to help at the Tebu Ireng Jombang Islamic Boarding School by become a secretary. From there, Gus Dur began to frequently receive invitations to be a resource person at a number of religious education from an Islamic boarding school, both at home and abroad. Then, Gus Dur was involved in this first activity at LP3S together in Roharjo Aswab Mahasin and Adi Sasono. In the Pesantren Development Project, then Gus Dur founded P3M, which was driven by LP3S. In 1979, Gus Dur moved to Jakarta. First, they founded the Cianjur Islamic Boarding School. While in early 1980, Gus Dur was trusted to be the representative of the PBNU Syrian Khatib. Here, Gus Dur was involved in discussion and serious debate on religion, social, and political issues, with various interfaith cycles. Gus Dur ethnically and discipline are intrinsically serious in writing and struggling with his words, both in the field of political culture in career Islamic thought, which are considered defiant in his capacity as a religious figure, as well as PBNU administrator. And in fact, the snare was when he became chairman of the Jakarta Arts Council or DKJ in 1983. He was also the chairman of the jury of the Indonesian Film Festival or FFI in 1986 until 1987. He was elected by acclamation by a team of experts and action chaired by KH.ABDURRAHMAN Samsul Arifi to occupy the position of General Chairman of PBNU at the 77th Congress in Situbondo. The position was reaffirmed at the 2008 Congress at Ponpes Club Yogyakarta in 1989 and the Congress in Cipasung, West Java in 1994. The position of General Chairman of PBNU was released when Gus Dur was President of the Republic of Indonesia. 4th time as President is not a little. Gus Dur's controversial talk often different from the opinions of many people. Quote from various sources. 6-9 at the age of on December 30, 2009 at 8:40 WIB at Cipto Mangkukusumo Hospital, Jakarta. With Gus Dur life story, I have many inspiration and many motivation for my life. And thank you for Miss Diana Purwati, MET and PT Tesol, because have teach me how to good students and I give motivation for me for continue my study later. The language used in this book is very good and can be easily understood. I recommend you for read this book and thank you for watching my video.